When the desire is too tempting, or I was tempted to call this episode of A Year of Surrender, which is part 11. I was tempted to call it When the Devil is Too Tempting. And what is the devil, and what is this desire, and what is too tempting, and what am I rambling about? Today I'm going to be really vulnerable, and this is an episode that I'm considering never ever publishing, but that's a shame because I'm live. Today started fantastic. Everything in my life was the very best. Everything. Like, my relationship to my wife, with my kids, the day, the sunshine, nature, neighbors, financials, good news from a lawyer. Imagine that. And like all the stuff just like lined up. And then I have found out, because I'm making this series in my it's a way for me to find back to who I am and what is really the core of who I am and what I want to do and I want to give. So I had I had this amazing, fantastic coaching program, a leadership art coach certification program that I've been running for like 8 years. Been having more than 600 people through, and now I really wanted to, and I also have a master coach program, and I have like 110 people through there, and I love it. And especially the master coach program, I really, 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 really love. And I was like, how can I design everything? Going from a team of 12, like a year ago, to now going for a very small team and working with the masters. That is what I want. That's what gives me joy. But then on the way there, I needed to let go of so much. And a part of what I needed to let go of is like my goal orientation. Like, this is what I want to have happen. And I was like, okay, so how do I only allow in the very best qualified people to become a master coach with me? Well, I take what I already had people go through, the master coach, no, sorry, the coach training itself, and I'm gonna make that in a new form, which I'm gonna spread more widely to people in English without them having to talk to me to qualify. So I'm gonna lower the price point and send it out in a different version. That's my plan and my goal. And to do that, I need to present it in a webinar. And I have been doing presentations on webinar for years, and I love it, and I'm quite good doing it. And I really wanted to like make it the best possible. For me now, it is not about making the income and scaling to those big numbers, but I want to like set up a presentation in the best possible way. So I've been working with it slowly for a few weeks now, what I want to put in that one. And it's starting to come together, and it looks really good. And then I just wanted to like check out other people's webinars and how they're doing it, the forms, how they're building it up. So I watched like a superbly awesome, fantastic webinar. The thing is, that guy is very much about teaching people to make money. And yeah, that's a big thing for coaches as well, because a lot of coaches are struggling. A lot of coaches can't make money with their coaching. So that's a big thing for them. But that's not the real reason we're here. None of us are here because of the money. If you're out of money, of course you need to get some money to let that shit go, get over with it, and get to what's really real. But that's not what drives me. But as I saw that, I was like, so he's saying that, he's doing that. This is the principle behind it. Yeah, this is how it applies to me and how I can serve these coaches in the best way. Because what I want to do now is to make a better webinar, to have even more amazing people come through into the program, and even more amazing come through into the master coach program where I get to work with them personally. So I was like, okay. But then I saw the potential that this guy in his webinar presented. And it was not a new webinar. I found it on YouTube. It's like 3-year-old. So I saw like everything he was doing. And then I started to catch onto the potential and what it can bring in and how many people it can bring in and how much money. And then I saw how much adrenaline this guy was bringing into it. I was like, this feels so wrong, so out of alignment. So I started to cry. At the end, instead of wanting to buy his thing, I wanted to leave the whole thing, and I wanted to cry because I felt, for me, going at it, and it's very hard. He was using like sales tactics, NLP, like stuff to get people to buy. And I was like, no, 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 no. And I backed up, and it really put me into a spin, because I felt like, oh, for a moment there, I got inspired, and I saw the potential of reaching a lot of people and making my webinar, my presentation about the leadership art better and reach more people. But I also saw like, oh, this is how we can scale. And I was like, I don't want that anymore. I'm not interested in everything that comes with that scale. If we sell like 100 new people every month, it's like, oh my God, I need a big team to make sure every person gets fulfilled in the best possible way. So for me, letting that go, I had to like, this is the same as with high performance, the best people in the world who are achieving these amazing things, who are winning the Olympics, who are going up on stage in front of 10,000 people every single week, who are doing all these big things you can see on TV or wherever you see them. Yeah, I know, but at what cost and why? Why are they sacrificing all that? What are they sacrificing? And here I am, living in my dream home, placed in my favorite spot in nature. Oh, right now, I'm overlooking the ocean and the fjords and the woods, and it's fantastic. And I have the most beautiful, cherishing relationship, and the most beautiful wife, and the most beautiful friends, and so much inner peace and joy, and everything is available. Just one breath, and I can feel bliss and how blessed I am. Why am I trying to go for more? Like one of my best clients through the times, he started a company and 6 months ago with some other guys, and the company was just a side project, and they already did like 1 million Norwegian kroners, which is like $120,000 in profits from a side business, just by throwing it up because they thought, this is a good idea. And all the clients are really happy. So it's a really good thing from all sides. And he was like, let's scale this. And then one of my coaching clients was also sitting in the meeting, and he said, why? Why do you really want that? If you have everything you want now, why? And that's the question I'm asking myself. Why do I really want this? Because here's my true answer. Because me being in service to you, me sharing this, connects me to my highest potential and allows that flow to flow through and hopefully inspire you to connect with your highest potential, so we can be peace, so we can be love, so we can be freedom, so we can be joy, and share that with each other and spread that to the next person and the next person, and become aligned and in harmony again. That's why I want to give this. And when I try to find the best way to serve my mission, and I found the best possible way to present my webinar, then that webinar was flooded with sales stuff and stuff that gets in the way of the heart. And I got sad. And that sadness, I was thrown off a little bit. So I spent a few hours on trying to understand, why am I sad? Why is this desire or this devil so tempting? Because the ego wants more. Because the ego, the smaller self, the personal self, thinks that it's a limited world where it's scarcity, where it's like me fighting for the scraps. That's not true. Because I'm connected to my higher self, and in harmony, I know that I am, you are, and we are connected, and everything is one, and there's abundance of everything for everyone. And when we're in harmony, we just want to uplift. And that's where I'm coming from. So me being lured into the potential, no, I don't want the consequence of the potential, and this is not in alignment with what I want to serve. So why am I telling you this? Because for me, this is a real a real strong indication of my emotions, guiding me to what feels good from a higher self perspective, what feels in alignment and what does not. So what I found is that I already have the outline from a presentation. And if I go for the outline I have, it will be good enough and it will attract the right people. Because the outline, the webinar, the presentation, the programs, everything is just like a vehicle, a medium, something to carry over the connection. But the connection is the core thing. The connection is why I'm here. The loving connection, the service, the upliftment. That's why I'm here. So yeah, I might be losing sales, but that's okay, because I'm not out for sales. I might be losing people, the right people will come. So this is my message to myself, Peter. Trust your heart, follow your heart, surrender yourself. It's all good. And on that note, thank you very much for joining me on this episode. Let's follow the heart, let the emotions guide us. Does this feel good or does it not? Is this greed or is this flow? And if you feel down and out, make sure you connect to yourself and find out what it is. And you might not find it instantaneously. Honestly, I spent like 3 hours trying to figure it out. I did several meditations and I did different stuff. At the end, I went to sleep for 20 minutes. Started all over again, because in sleep, I reset everything to zero and I started again. And I remembered my life is amazing. My life is fantastic. Can I just breathe into the bliss, which is me, which is you, which is us. So let's do it. Thank you so much for listening, if you did, and take much care. Ciao.